Hello and welcome to the fifth episode of Docker series on our channel CloudSewa. In this video, we're going to learn how to host a static website by using the concept of Docker volume mount. So in this lab, we're going to learn how to use the concept of bind mounts to host a static website by the use of Nginx web server in our containers. Previously, we've already discussed about how to host the content of web servers by the use of Nginx server in our web browser. So the first one was primitive, which was kind of like creating a default container by the use of Nginx image and hosting that with the default contains in the web browser. So secondly, we've been inside the bash path location of the container. We went inside the location of user share and Nginx HTML, where we could find the index.html, which is the default index.html contains, which holds the contains default contains. We edited it and we then viewed the edited contents. So now we'll be using the bind mounts to host a static website by the use of Nginx web server. So for that, at first I'm going to look up a sample HTML file in the internet. So I'll be typing sample HTML file. So we don't need some complex ones. So I'll just be using what it is there for simple sample files. So I'll just click on HTML paragraphs. So this shows that this is a paragraph, this is another paragraph. I'll just be typing up this command, this HTML lines, and I'll be going on to my terminal. I'll be creating a HTML file called index.html. So here I'm going to paste my contents. So it's an extra file here. So I'll just be saving it. So we can ensure it by checking index.html. We have it there. So you can also echo the contents by just doing this. Okay, we have it ready. So this is my location where I have the static website. I want it to host through Nginx. So what I will be doing is I'll be first pulling up the image, docker pull Nginx using default tag latest as it is. It's okay. Complete. It is downloading. I think only a layer needs to be downloaded, so just wait with that. Okay, it's extracting now, so it's good now. So if we check our images, Docker images, we have MySQL and Nginx. So we have Nginx. So now I'll be using Docker run in DIT with a specified port number. Let's say we use 6080, which is then listening to the default port 80, and I'm going to specify a volume. So I'll be binding my host location to the container location. That is the syntax. So for the host location, I'll be giving my currently located on directory. So for that, you can also use $ and the bracket present working directory, which can then be separated by semicolon, and then what is the default location of Nginx. We have already done it in the previous lab. User share Nginx/html. Here we will be having the default location where the index.html will reside. So I'll be giving up the name as nginx c container. So which image I'll be using nginx and followed by a tag latest. So here we have our container created. So this is our container and we've hosted on the port 6080. Let me check on what we have it here on localhost 6080, localhost and 6080. So okay, here we have our static website hosted through Nginx container. So we can also have some files here. Let's say, okay, let's go around here. We can have a suppose nano test.txt file. So this is a test file you can write here and you can save it. Okay, and then you go to localhost and with a port number specified, you followed by a slash and you can test.txt. You can say this is a test file. It gives you the value of the text file. So we can also then say these files that is created here in the container location user share nginx html. So for that I'll be going docker exec followed by -it and I'll be giving the container name. So here we have the container name. I'll just be copying it and pasting it, and then I'll be giving /bin/bash. So after I give it, I'm inside the container. So I'll be changing the location cd/share/user/share/nginx html. And when I go inside that folder, when I list it, I have index.html and test.txt, which I have created these files in the host directory. So now it gets copied in the container directory. Thank you for going through the 5th episode of Docker, and stay tuned for the 6th episode of Docker, where we will be discussing about how to create our own custom image from the use of Dockerfile.